Community 1 here, and welcome to part 5 of my New Vegas independent walkthrough. So, let's continue from where we left off. We just stopped at Sergeant Contreras' location, so start off there. I'm going to share this with my friends as well. Share this live stream link. Also, if you want to chat with me, make sure to use the live chat as usual. I'll make sure to read. So, before we're going to do New Vegas Bounties 3, let's do the inheritance. But first, we also need to help out at Camp McCarran to boost morale up. You've heard rumors of an aloof elderly gentleman in Novak who is offering a considerable sum for a delivery job. Uncertain of his origins or motives, locals only mention the mysterious man in hushed tones. As an experienced courier long accustomed to making deliveries in hazardous conditions, he would likely be well suited for the task. Perhaps you should speak with the man in Novak and determine if you stand to profit from the other. Their inheritance is recommended for experienced couriers level 20 and above. I'm level 30 and above, so this is going to be a piece of cake.
So you're back.
What kind of supplies do you have in mind?
Are you implying I have some kind of secret under the table stash I only offer to certain clients? Because that... could get a man in trouble.
Alright, I just got saved from the monetization even though I don't have any monetization. I can be pretty resourceful. Perhaps we could work out a deal.
Now you're talking my language. I do have an expanded inventory for people I can trust. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, I could give you access to my stash, and at a discount. Many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you'll be hard-pressed to find them at a better price anywhere else.
Sounds good to me. What do you need done?
Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. They're already suspicious. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. I want to know which girl he likes.
I'll do it.
Great, let me know what he says. They're almost a straight shot north from here, up past the sharecroppers.
So in my NCR route, I just exposed him by hacking into his computer and finding out that he's the reason behind the theft of weapons. But now, since we're on an independent route, we'll use another way to deal with Contreras. We're also getting sidetracked. We need to figure out who is causing the intelligence leaks. Well, we already know who it is if you watch my NCR walkthrough. 1 a.m. That's clue enough. We'll wait for first 12 hours. Then we'll subtract it with another 6. See, there's a blip on our boy. I mean on our hut. There's someone in sight.
Lupa, this is Frumentarius Picus. Over.
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Picus. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
What's the status of your primary mission, Picus?
Charges are set. Detonation will...
So yeah, even if you wipe out the Fiend leadership, he will still tell the Fiends to mine up a stretch of land. So yeah, he's going to ask a ghost or something to place mines along that stretch. Especially since in the last part, I burned Motor Runner into a crisp. There we go, diffused. So yeah, if you're spec into science early, which is one of the best way to play this game, you can defuse the bomb really easily.
Something I can do for you? We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
You won't be having problems with the intelligence leaks anymore.
No? What happened?
It's with Curtis, he's in the Legion. I can prove he tried to blow up the monorail.
Curtis? He's been in the NCR long before our conflict with the Legion. There's just no way. I hope you're mistaken, but somehow I don't think so. It'd explain a lot. This is much worse than anyone expected. There could be others, too. You've done everything that was asked of you. You have my personal thanks for this. And I'll make sure you receive the credit you deserve. I'll have Curtis taken into custody. If he lets himself be taken alive, that is. Bye.
Forgot to do something. So let's sprint on back to the concourse. Then speak with this fellow at the canteen.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back, because I looked it up and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Got anything to eat?
Oh yeah, you can order up anything you want, as long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Can anything be done to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
I fixed the food processor.
Amazing. I thought that thing was done for. That'll help me transform what I can offer the troops. I'll give you a little extra discount the next time you buy food from me.
Emoji.
Thanks
Alright,
again.
thank you. Could you remind me where I should look for supplies?
What do you need to know?
Where would you suggest I find meat in the amount you need here?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
Where should I look for spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it. What?
So we have a lot to do here. We have to, well, find Corporal White. And then we have to interrogate the Legion prisoner over there. And we have to help Farb. And for the Vault 22 quest, I'm gonna do it for another part.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
You're back.
Need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
That a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
What about the truth truck?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
You tried calling him hurtful names?
Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
Why don't you just beat your prisoner senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can?
I think if you rough him up enough, and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room, and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Funny she called me insane. I named my character Rune. Rune from Azur
Long
Lane.
time no see, Celus.
And yeah,
Lieutenant,
I was just thinking.
Rune is
That's so.
I was.
basically down bad.
I was just
But
thinking
that's
about
why
that
I love
pretty
her.
neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in
We won't
fashion
require
circles.
Legion can count on Not quite. If you fit it just right, their
Some
body
people say
never
this is
gets
the
used
most
to
boring
feeling
quest in the game
wearing
because
it.
of
It cuts in
it's all
just
talks.
enough when
But
they
hey,
swallow
they have golden
or
dialogue.
turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
If you have high intelligence, you can just talk this guy and dupe him into believing that we are in the Legion. Although what makes no sense is, we're playing a female courier. So, the Legion doesn't even have female spies. Well, except if Caesar sent us to be one.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
See? It's available! I'm with the Legion. I'm here to kill you before you talk.
You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers.
How naive, Silus. Corruptio optimi pessima. Caesar sees you as a threat now.
No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.
You're a danger to him alive. Your knowledge threatens him.
I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust.
Caesar's laws are absolute. He does not grant exceptions.
You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place.
So in addition to treason, you're also a deserter.
No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this woman is trying to kill me. She's not who you think she is.
It's like he forgot that the Legion doesn't have female spies.
All that shouting. Honestly, Silus, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this woman is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Silus.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care. Because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Silus. Carry on.
Lieutenant!
Hold on a moment, I got called. Alright, I'm back. Boyd just walks away. So yeah, if the intelligence check is the only way for you to not get kicked out by Boyd. So now let's like talk back to Silas again.
You don't have to do this.
Did you honestly believe you could escape death?
If I'd killed myself, then I would have been murdering one of Caesar's greatest soldiers. Either choice is a betrayal of the Legion as I see it. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command. I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble.
If his empire falls, it'll probably be because his Centurions are so gullible.
What? What do you mean?
You've been tricked, Silus. I'm working with the NCR. I just got you to talk.
No. You cursed bitch. Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp and everyone in it will burn.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
I like it, right? It just looked like the way I want it. Now let's retrieve Ranger Morales' corpse. Then we go to the Gunrunners to restock. It's important that you don't become an enemy to the Legion during this quest because they'll ambush you. So yeah, making the Legion your enemy early on will break a lot of quests. So be
Right.
careful.
Because the ghoul in the vaquero outfit is really going to blend in with the scenery.
Let's see if Black Friday can trip it. Yeah, he wasn't affected by the There's also a train station right here. We can check it out after this. Usually train stations have decent loot. If you bring in Ranger Morales without them knowing, they will be suspicious of you. Even if you're idolized.
I don't believe it. Who the hell are you, lady? How did you just walk right up and pull him out of there?
I made a promise to Private Morales.
That must be some kind of code of honor you hold yourself to. You're like a woman possessed. We'll make sure Ranger Morales' body gets sent back home. You don't have to, you know, pick him up on your shoulder and haul him to California. Even though I believe you would if you had to. You should go tell Private Morales the news. I know she'll be relieved. Hell of a thing you did up there. Proud to have met you, man.
Now let's visit the train station since we're nearby. Before you finish that money, pre-war money is valuable to sell to merchants. After you finish that money, you can use pre-war money to get more chips. But since I'm already rich to begin with, let's not collect too many pre-war money. Level 32. Where is my powerful blood revolver ammo recipes, along with 15% faster reload speed, 10% attack speed, 30% crit chance, and minus 68% weapon condition damage. Let's get the mysterious revolver after all this. Talk to Isaac. So this is the bad part about unmarked quests in Fallout New Vegas, is that because it is unmarked, you can forget about it easily. I almost forgot that I need to talk with Isaac. Where is he? Ryan Marina's home? That's not it.
I've got one!
Forgot where Isaac lived. That's the problem. Because if he's not at the gun runners, he's a pain to track down. So yeah, one of the design flaws in this area is that whoever designed this area near the gun runners didn't place Isaac's home close to the shop. There he is.
I don't handle buying and selling for the gun runners. Talk to the robot in the kiosk near our factory.
Contreras sent me. McCarran needs a lot of more guns and ammo.
Shit, is he serious? The 25% increase in weapons is doable, but a 50% increase in ammunition is nuts. Just don't have the supplies on hand to meet that kind of demand for new weapons.
Gun runners are skilled enough to refurbish weapons like new, right? You're overthinking this.
You're right. I suppose we could refurbish used and damaged weapons to fill the order. They'll be in like-new condition, and then we can use our loader to make fresh ammo from spent brass. We'll have to wait a few days for gunpowder, but this might just work out. Tell Contreras the extra guns and ammo will be in the next shipment.
The worst part about Contreras' quest is that you always find Contreras in his shack, which is so far away from the main gate. There's no fast travel point there.
Hello.
Do not interfere with security operations.
Not interfere with security operations. Yada yada yada.
Fiends. Cracked out junkies. All those chems make them a real bitch to take down.
I pity anyone who crosses Void. That woman's relentless.
Did you start looking for Esteban? I guess my directions could have been better.
I brought his body to an NCR position. He's on his way back to McCarran.
They put him in a box? With a flag and all? I hope so. He'd have been proud. You're too good for this rotten town. First kind thing anybody ever did for me in Esteban. You ever need anything, all you need to do is ask. Thank you so much.
So you're back.
Isaac said they'll have the extra guns and ammo in the next shipment.
Very professional. I like that. Maybe you can handle something bigger.
That's it? A few caps and another errand?
You're right. I'm just an under-the-table arms dealer. What could I possibly offer you? A drifting mercenary. Sorry for wasting your time.
Alright, what's the job?
Great. The Crimson Caravan has something ready for me. Look for Blake and let him know you're picking up Contreras' medical supplies.
Sounds simple enough. I'll get Rick on it.
Thanks. Don't come back until you have it. Crimson Caravan is just northeast of the gun runners. Blake's usually in the main office.
That's a poor sense of direction, Contreras. He's not in the main office. So, in order to find Blake more easier, do not travel to the Crimson Caravan Company directly. Instead, fast travel to the medical clinic. Because Blake is closer to that gate. So this saves time.
Word is you're getting popular.
Hey there. You looking to buy or sell?
Contreras sent me for some medical supplies.
Here you go. Let him know he needs to make another payment if he wants more of this stuff.
Is there something special about these supplies?
Well, painkillers are easy to come by, but it isn't easy finding iodine, allergy meds, and a few of these other items. Why do you ask?
Combining those with chemical cleaners will yield strong chems.
Really? Huh. Never thought of that. The Crimson Caravan isn't really in the drug business.
McCarran needs a regular shipment of ramen meat and spices for the mess hall.
Won't be a problem. We have plenty of spice traders working with us back home, and we could get meat from the local Brahmin ranchers. The bigger issue is payment. To supply the camp with meat will cost some serious caps.
Give them a deal on the price, you'll have the upper hand in future, more important negotiations.
Well, the Fargo traders have been trying to edge us out on the new armor contract for the troops. This could swing things in our favor. All right, let McCarran know they should expect the first shipment in a week or so.
He's restocked already. Let's take his ammunition. And we'll trade it with these cigarettes.
Welcome back to the Grub and Gulp.
McCarran is looking for a regular delivery of meat from local merchants.
Really? Well, I obviously couldn't supply enough to feed the entire camp, but I'm game. What kind of caps are we talking here?
They have tons of vegetables and water. How about expanding your business?
Expanding isn't a bad idea. Maybe I could open up a small cafe restaurant with a more diverse inventory. If I get a big delivery brought in, I'll be sure to send a good chunk of it off to McCarran right away. Tell Farber I'll try and have the first shipment sorted in a week or two.
It's already expanded, so I don't know what he's talking about. Now, let's go to Prim. Also, if you already helped Prim and you triggered that encounter with the deserters, and wait for a little while again, you can gamble at the weekend advanced. If you have a luck of 10, it's easy pickings. But we're not going to gamble here. I'll do gambling after that money. Right now he's going to the Lucky 38 as we speak. Where's Ruby? So yeah, there's one block in which Ruby Nash will not be inside her home. And finding her can be a pain.
Well, if it isn't the Lawbringer.
What's your problem now?
My problem is that I'm no longer a deputy. I'm just a beagle now. Apparently 2.5 months of law enforcement experience doesn't count for anything. The new regime is just that. All new. He's a good sheriff, but a hard man. He doesn't abide by anyone slinking by the rules. I guess there won't be any trouble, but the man's law is hard.
So yeah, that's the downside of Sheriff Myers, he's too harsh. That's why he got into prison once. Before we go to Novak to start that quest, let's go to the tops, then we go back to Novak. So the quest that you can get here will reward you with a iconic weapon, a revolver.
Hey, there's the high roller.
And since I'm playing a cowgirl character, it's going to benefit a lot.
Swank fill me in about Benny.
So let's skip this dialogue here because we already went through it in the previous walkthrough. We're raking in more caps.
Hey, come on, lady. I'm trying to put on a The name's Knight. Billy Knight. That's exactly my point, kid. Exactly my point! Yeah? Hey, you're all right. Just... Whoa, geez, what was I thinking?
Now go to the Atomic Wrangler. Well, scrap it. Go to the Silver Rush instead. Turn around and go to inside the Atomic Wrangler and talk to Adrian.
Well, if it isn't my number one... Too bad I got this...
Welcome back, friend. What can I... Now, why would I want to do that? I admit that...
Any luck with Garrett yet? Really? You mean I'm finally out of this shithole? That's great. Thank you.
So in the previous version of New Vegas, every time you find a new talent, you have to go back to the tops and talk to Tommy Torrini. But probably because of a new version or a mod fixed it, you don't have to go all the way back to the tops just to speak with him. So this makes the quest not repeatable. Now, this is where we're going to unlock the revolver. Free XP is always welcome. Save isn't corrupted, alright.
Howdy, little lady. My story's a... Well, that he did. Maybe I should... Maybe it's time to give these...
Pass the barter speech and you get the revolver. Got less Hitman's animation.
Sure, boss. The old man will crawl around in the dirt to keep hidden.
Alright, now that's less intrusive. Screw that. Here we go. Now all we need to do is go back to Novak. Before we start the quest, let's give the final business card so that we don't have to go back here again.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles?
If memory serves me right, it should be this one.
Oh, please don't kill me. I swear I'll have... Wait, you don't work for Mr. Bishop, do you?
No, I don't. What makes you think of that?
Sorry, it's just... You look like his type, you know? You got that hard-ass wasteland explorer thing going on.
Aren't you that singer from New Reno? I think I saw you play the clubs there.
Oh, so you have heard of me. Yeah, that's right. I was the big draw at the Shark Club. People used to pay hundreds of caps to see me.
This is the funny part. Why will this Mr. Bishop be after you?
Oh, well, that's all just a big misunderstanding, see? Mr. Bishop, well, he owed me a lot of money, and, you know, he's a busy guy, so I sort of figured I'd just take it off his hands.
You robbed a casino boss?
Robbed is such an ugly word. It's more like I took care of a payroll problem for him. Also, I might have, sort of plowed his daughter. A little.
Well, my hat is off to you. That takes some balls.
Thanks. But if Bishop finds me and I don't have his money, my balls are going to be on his trophy wall.
If you're looking for work, Tommy Torini is hiring singers at the Tops.
Really? The Tops, huh? Well, it's no shark club, but I hear security on the strip is real tight. Even Mr. Bishop wouldn't hit a joint like that. I'll check it out. Thanks.
So he's the easiest one to recruit because you don't have to pass any checks for him. He just wants to get away from Mr. Bishop.
Hey there.
You there? Are you here for the delivery job? Come closer, please. Yes, I recognize you. A regular courier would suffice, but you... Well, this is fortuitous. You're a person of many parts, aren't you? I heard you cheated death. Left quite a mark around here. Nothing like being dug out of a shallow grave to give you perspective, eh?
How do you know about that?
All this time. Everything you've done. Your choices. The people you've killed. You can't control that story. You may not realize it, but you're becoming the stuff of legend. Whether you like it or not, if not for my infirm condition, I'd be apt to hear your take on things. You have made your choices, seen the consequences. I did much the same. Long ago. In another life, couriers have a special role. One of trust. I want you to deliver a package to a man in Westside. In exchange, I will pay you 500 caps, all up front. Is the proposal satisfactory?
I suspect there's more to this package than meets the eye. Make it 1,000 and we have a deal.
The opportunistic avarice of the wasteland never ceases to surprise me. Very well. This is all I have. Deliver this letter and key to Bradley, a mercenary under the employ of the West Side Militia. Once the letter is delivered, you are free of any responsibility to me. However, if you elect to assist Bradley, I will be in your debt. I hope this will be an end to things. A just settlement.
It's up front too. Nice. go back to McCarran and give the supplies to Contreras, because after this Contreras will send us to West Side. So yeah, we'll tackle 2 quests in 1. For the best outcome of the quest without turning in Contreras, you need to be careful with the dialogue choices later on.
Perimeter's been quiet since you left.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Actually, I have an invoice for you from Alice McLeverty.
From Alice? I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
Thanks for handling the fiends. Those are... Thanks.
Howdy. Looking for chow? Great. What he sells might be a bit gamey, but You managed to swing us...
I pity anyone who crosses Boy.
So you're back. See, you're practically stealing caps from me. This work is so easy. There's one more job. It's a little more complicated, but I think you're up to it. I need to get some stuff sorted around. Gonna take me a day or two, so just stop back in a few days. Well, I'm
not.
So you're back. All right, I need you to pass something off to a merchant. The guy's name is Price. The exchange goes down at Miguel's pawn shop in Westside. This next bid is very important. He's paranoid, maybe a little schizo. You have to identify yourself with a passcode or he'll shoot you right there. Just tell him you're looking for some betting advice. Then he'll say the surest move is to bet on the house. Yeah, it means you don't get shot. Be sure you do. If you get this last job done, full access to my stash. At a discount even, just because I like you. Get moving, watch out for raiders, and do not lose that package. Good luck.
Have you seen that tower on the strip all lit up? You can see it for miles.
What do you want?
Seen a guy named Priest around?
We work together. I'm handling his deliveries for the moment while he handles a business opportunity that came up.
Brahmin tipping is a cherished pastime.
What? Look, do you have something to drop off or not?
Come on, guy, you're no merchant. You got ranger all over you.
What? How the hell did you figure that out?
The way you stand, your weapon, even your armor is fitted in a military fashion.
Hell, thought I'd done a better job than that. Well, if that's how it is, you can call me Ranger Keller. Price is in deep with the NCR for supplying drug ingredients to the local gangs. He's currently being held for questioning. What is your business with Price?
Well, I was given this package to deliver him, so this is why autosave exists. Let's see what happens.
Let's see. Well, it looks like you've got the materials here to make full-blown chems.
I had no idea that package had chems. Contreras gave it to me.
Contreras, huh? We suspected he was involved somehow. It looks like you just gave me the evidence I've been looking for.
Hey, I'm just a messenger. I didn't know anything about this.
You know what? I believe you. You're free to go. Contreras, however, won't be moving drugs ever again.
What's going to happen to him?
He'll be shot. We have no tolerance for chem dealers in the military.
I'm sure Contreras could work with you.
It might work since he's acting as a major hub for this activity. It's not like he has much choice now that we have evidence. If you can convince Contreras to work with the Rangers to break up the drug ring, I'll call off the firing squad. Just report back to me when he's agreed to make the deal. Otherwise, he's dead.
Hey, you. Come here. How's it going, shorts? Yeah, I do. I know you were a courier, and I was wondering if you could deliver a letter. It's for Bill McGovern. Last I knew, he was at the New Vegas. Just a friend of someone.
Hey!
Anything new happening?
Look, I'm on duty. If you've got something to say, make it quick.
I got a delivery for you.
What? Are you sure it's for me? Alright, give me a second. Hold on. Thought I heard something. Fuck! Fiends from the west.
Glad that's over.
How many of these guys are there? back.
God damn! I haven't seen that many raiders since I guarded a caravan passing through 80s territory. You're a courier, right? After that little fracas, color me impressed. You moved like a merc. Glad you were here. Since we got a little breathing room, I'd like to check out that package. A sealed letter. Let's see what it says. Dear Bradley, my name is Joe Sellers. I'm almost certain you've never heard of me. No shit. When I wrote this letter, I was unsure if I'd summon the nerve to send it. Okay. I made choices long ago that impacted you more than you may know. I often question my decisions, how things turned out. I'll get to the point. I am your father. I separated with your mother not long after you were born. The reasons for my decision are complicated. It was not for lack of feeling or to shirk responsibility. Bull fucking shit. On the contrary, I became an exile to ensure your safety. Not long after I met your mother, there was a war, and I was on the losing side. Mere association with me could be mistaken for complicity. As a result, I cut all ties with your mother. She went to Reno, and I wandered. I've no doubt you harbor resentment for my actions. Fuck you. If you hate me or only wish to ignore me, I only beg you to accept my parting gift. Consider it my feeble attempt to reckon for your abandonment. I know you have subsisted as a soldier of fortune for some time. I never wanted that life for you. Better in your life, cocksucker. There is a vault in the Mojave that contains enough wealth to let you start anew. You could leave the hazards of the frontier behind you. There is nothing I can offer to make up for the pain I inflicted on you and your mother, but I still owe you this birthright. It is all that I have left. Make no mistake, this is not a simple salvage. You must walk a dangerous path to collect the means to access the vault. However, I believe your profession has given you the skills and necessary fortitude to see this through. Enclosed with this letter is a key, the first of 3 required to open the vault. The next key is in Linus Caverns in the Mesquite Mountains. It's been so long since these measures were put in place, I have no idea what you'll find there aside from the next key. I understand if you wish to dispose of this note and erase any notion of connection to me, you would be more than justified. Consider this my last will and testament. Your father, Joe Sellers. No bullshit. Is this some kind of con? Come clean or I'll butt stroke your fucking skull.
I just deliver the goods. I'm not privy to what's inside.
Excuse my skepticism, but what the fuck am I supposed to make of this? Some old coot writes me, says I inherited his stash. Even if it's a con, it's shit. He expects me to go digging through fuck knows what kind of shitholes to get some keys? Fuck that noise.
Sellers doesn't strike me as a higher huckster. This letter could be the real deal.
Still, I have no way of knowing if he's just another asshole. If he's what I think he is, ex-Enclave, that could be worth my time. Those old bastards still have munitions dumps scattered around. A lot of pre-war tech sells for a mean price out here. Fucking Van Graffs gouge the shit out of everyone. It'd be fun to undercut them. I'm not opposed to investigating this, and I'd be willing to split some of the goods if you help out. Seems you know how to handle yourself. Only thing is that I'm under contract to West Side, and as you just saw, there's something of a fiend problem. I don't know where they get the manpower, but fiends keep coming out of the woodwork to attack West Side. Even though badass bounty hunters killed some of their ringleaders, it seems someone else is stepping in to stir them into a frenzy. Rumor has it some strung-out witch doctor has the fiends on a drug-fueled holy ward against West Side. Really, I couldn't make this up. It seems he's holed up in the old Hoffman mine just west of here. If you can take him out, the fiend attacks should taper off. If the fiends are neutralized, I should be clear of my duties here, at least long enough to track down the vault. I have to stand watch, but I'll throw in some caps if you take care of this for me. Afterward, we can strike off together. Deal?
I'll do it.
Good. Here's a few things I was holding on to. They should help you clear those fuckers out. Just check back with me when it's done.
C4. We don't really have to need that, do we? Anyways, let's offload some of our stuff that we forgot to sell. Also, I think we need to finish Cass's quest first in order to experience the full nature of this quest.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish?
Get some excess ammo so that we can craft more ammunition types. Blood bronze. Need more blood packs. Let's finish Cass's quest real quick. So we'll skip most of the dialogue later on during this quest, just so that we can get Cass super fast.
Hello.
Since this is involving energy weapons, it means the Pangrass will later maybe come after us.
Welcome back. Well, you've proven yourself reliable.
yeah, recruiting Cass is going to be easy enough. But do not bring her into the Silver Rush Casino.
We won't go quiet. The Legion...
Looking for trouble? They want to buy... If... What? Go with you.
You can count on that.
Caravan of two now. Well, now that I'd like... Well... God, there's most of the car... You know what? More energy weapons hit this caravan. Place has been picked clean. This is Brotherhood level murder here. But they don't do things like that. This was done with a purpose. Let's poke around a bit, see what we can find.
Of course, it's not the Brotherhood. They confiscate things, not attack them like this.
What's that? They've marked another spot.
Your ghoul friend better not be radioactive.
Hey!
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Hey there, need anything?
Another caravan burned.
Crimson Caravan.
That does it. That Crimson NC. I'll hold up here.
Morning.
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad. Fuck! What's up? What? No, no. You want me...
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to...
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll have to wait until it's over.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation, and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
Morning.
Welcome to the Silver Rush.
We're watching you closely.
Let's roll out then.
I sold my glasses by mistake. Let's take them back.
Welcome, sir, or...
Thank you, I'll be taking that back. Now let's steal that thing from McLaverty's safe. Was the stealth boy still on? Oh crap, it's off already.
I'll hold up here. Don't be long.
that fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Welcome back. Yes. There.
Let's hit the road. You find any evidence? No.
So, as long as you have a stealth boy, this quest is the easiest companion quest you'll ever get. Aside from Raul, which is unlikely.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. Appreciate the help. What is... All right. I need you to swear you won't take... I know some...
Well, that's settled.
Now with the dust settled, let's go back to Hawkman Mine and finish our business with the fiends there.
You'll bleed!
Well, then go to you instead.
I've been...
Well now, what's all this?
Let's clear this dump out. We can't allow them to go back. Armory. Catherine.
Caravan of two now.
Have you seen that tower on the strip all lit up?
What is it?
Took care of Sujin.
I wasn't sure if you were serious when you took that on. There's no questioning your commitment now. That should dampen the fiend spirits for a while, so I'm free to travel. Are you ready to go?
Let's get going.
Okay, let's put that Pip-Boy to good use. Here are the coordinates for the vault. But before we head out there, I want to see this old man for myself. If he is who he claims to be, I at least want to look him in the eyes, see what sort of man he is. Chalk it up to dumb curiosity. Let's get going.
That sweetie sure is something.
Let's see if... Fuck me. Jesus, he's dead. Here I was, ready to spit in his eye, and he... Hold on, that's blood. Small caliber headshot. Very clean. Professional. Somebody was after him. Why would they go to the trouble when he was on his deathbed? What the hell have you got me into here? Did he say anything about the stash? Did he mention other interested parties? What the fuck is going on here?
I just agreed to deliver a package. He didn't mention anything else.
Nothing at all. Really. Shit, I'm at a loss. This is not amateur work, I can tell you that much. I just wanted a payoff, not this mess. I say we walk out of here and forget about this entire thing. It isn't worth the trouble.
There's no telling what could turn up. I say we keep going.
For the record, I think this is a mistake. But a deal is a deal, and I can't stomach the idea of you claiming that loot without me. I want to tool up before we do anything else. Let's head back to Westside, and then we'll start off for the bunker.
Well, this is an auspicious occasion. I thought I was looking for a generic messenger, not the courier. Quite a reputation you've developed in the Mojave. I know that silence can reinforce the frontier mystique, but I can assure you it's not impressive in the least.
Who are you?
Well, that's circumstantial. For the purposes of our business, you can call me Hawkins.
What do you want?
The late Mr. Sellers had a certain key in his possession that was given to you. Apparently, Mr. Sellers neglected to inform you of his contractual obligation to my employer. The aforementioned key was to be passed to my employer upon Sellers' death. You could call it life insurance. Unfortunately, Mr. Sellers elected to break the contract, as he employed you to deliver the key to Mr. Bradley. This is a problem. I will not mince words, courier. I know full well your reputation, your abilities, but I require that key.
I'm not giving up the key. I've met hobos with more attitude than you. Now get out of my face before you hurt yourself.
You fuck! I'll cut your kidney!
Whoa!
We are now in a storm of fuck, my friend. That guy was Syndicate, no doubt about it. Connected and dangerous. Fuck my life.
What's the Syndicate?
Organized crime and then some. I butted heads with a few of their low-level guys outside New Reno. They're all over the NCR, connected with Brahmin barons, politicians, law enforcement. It was just a matter of time before they showed up here. Thing is, they wouldn't have sent that guy if the key wasn't worth it. Seeing as to how we're already on their radar, we may as well follow through and track down those keys. We've got nothing to lose now. The letter specified the coordinates for a place called Linus Cavern, located in the Mesquite Mountains. Yeah, let's see what we can find there.
Been doing this long.
Don't need this right now.
Cocksucker.
Yeah, switch to a squirt gun.
ask you a question?
What's on your mind?
I'm not sure how I feel about this whole thing. Honestly, what do you think we'll find in here? I'm tempted to just leave it alone.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You can't be meek in the face of danger, Bradley.
Hey, who the fuck are you calling meek? Alright, I'm right behind you. But if death claws lop our faces off, I'm gonna remind you I was right.
Oh, you'll be wrong.
Fuck me, I hate caves. Dark, full of critters waiting to smells like burnt piss. Clear.
We got company, Bob.
Clear.
I guess old guys are tougher than we look, huh?
The great Brahmin hunter.
Now what in the fuck is this? 3 steaks and a sniper rifle. That's what I want at my funeral. No survivors, naturally. Thanks, Pops. Nothing I like more than traipsing into a tomb filled with
hostile targets. Hold it right there.
Wish they'd show themselves.
Hostiles down.
Richard Phillips. All those things.
All right, you got it. Let's plug the key's grid data into your Pip-Boy. Damn, if I'm reading this right, we're headed for BFE east of Nellis. Fuck it, we've come this far. I didn't survive.
BFE. The Enclave has outposts everywhere. So yeah, more than one outpost in the Mojave, chances are hiking. let's fix up those super fed kits so we can sell them later. East of Nellis. Nobody told you it's right near the major station of Bravo. Forget it. Let's sell the items first. On the bright side is, this is a perfect place to farm XP, because there's Cazadors, Death Plus, etc. Let's use our hand-load ammunition first. There's the gypsum train yard over there. Make a small thing here, then scout the place now. Looks like the deserters have spawned again. That's a little busy.
Staying low.
We got company.
Clear.
Sure. I'll stop using my... Sure thing, boss. Don't worry, boss. The mic cataract.
That takes care of that. Over here!
Wow.
What's
That
up?
guy's still alive. Who would have guessed?
All hostiles down.
Boss. I mean, if that...
The candidors will be bothering me anyway. Jury rigging? No, I'm rich.
Hey!
What's up?
Don't worry, boss. You only sort of look like the bad guy.
Cocksucker.
But sure, our victory was... purely thanks to your brilliant leadership, boss. Don't worry, boss.
No move for hunting.
Kill them all.
I guess old guys are tougher than we look, huh?
Kill them all.
I'm back.
You know, if you were serving, you'd probably be halfway to general by now.
You got my respect.
Let's get this in gear.
Wow, I'm actually still alive. Who would have guessed? Yes.
How many caps have I collected? 50. Peppers.
If you're here to sell something, we don't... No problem. We're not gonna die of thirst anytime. You think I haven't tried? Every time it's not my call to make.
If I live to earn the black...
What brings you to Ranger Station? You're not stationed here, but you're rep with the NCRs. I really shouldn't be doing this for you.
Farmer, I could die a happy woman.
First recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope. Get some Rangers in there, too.
To your brilliant leadership, boss.
Lambda. Half-Life
Whoa,
reference.
no skeletal remains or batshit robots. Fuck my life. Thanks a lot, Dad.
Here, son. Here's a key to a death trap full of fuck all ways to die.
Sucker.
Well, that's the end of that.
Okay, if the rats did all this, the entire enclave. Shit. I think we can rule out rats as the culprit. I hope you brought rat out. God damn zombies. Fuck my life. Your stomach makes you taste vomit in the back of your throat. That just happened to me.
Yes.
Hey, I might have seen that flick. It had that guy with the mustache. Doctor... So that's it. The last one. Let's plug this in and get the fuck out of here. I can feel... Okay. Says the stash is in the Vegas ruins. Well, after fighting through Fort Zombie, the fiends will be nothing. Now let's get out of here before I start shitting plutonium.
There you are.
Hold on a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Captain Baller.
That takes care of that.
I'm surprised.
Careful as we go off the road.
The vault is in Fiend territory. Vault 3? No, it's outside Vault 3. It's near where I killed Nephi. Still, the place makes no sense. There's a vault right next to a vault.
Had enough.
Kill him.
Shit!
What is it? Very well.
Ah, the intrepid explorers! Let me just say, it's been a pleasure tracking your adventures. Some close calls. You even found places we didn't know about. Truly, commendable.
Who are you?
Name is Zimmer.
Zimmer?
I'm a representative for a certain organization which has a stake in this vault.
You're with the Syndicate, aren't you?
Really, it's only a name. Some people call it the outfit, our thing. Don't read into it too much. We are just a group of businessmen with shared interests. There's nothing more to it.
What do you want?
Pretty simple. We want the gold and weapons sealed up in those vaults. Contractually, it belongs to us. I suppose Sellers neglected to mention that little caveat. You and Mr. Bradley were kind enough to lead my scouts here, and perhaps I respect your commitment, so I offer you this. I will let one of you leave, right now. Who leaves is entirely up to you and Bradley. I should inform you that my hacker friend is taking control of the security systems. I can fill that chamber with nerve gas in under a minute. Who would have thought that a fiend hacker could be so capable? I swear they come from all walks of life. It never ceases to amaze me. If you find yourselves unwilling to settle things, well, just say the word, and you can huff some VX. I hear it does wonders for the sinus. I'll be eagerly watching this little contest through the camera, so don't consider any trickery. Kill or be killed, just as it should be.
We shouldn't have to kill each other like animals. This is unfair and barbaric.
Did you just use fair in that sentence? After what happened with Hawkins, fair would be gassing. My organization has a reputation to uphold. I can't let... The only reason I'm going to let one of you live is that we would never have found this place, much less accessed it without your efforts. Perhaps I'm naive, but I don't like to spit in the face of fortune. I'm giving you the privilege.
What's to keep us from taking all the loot?
Besides the fact that I can fumigate the vault with nerve gas? Well, you'll find it difficult to access the various chambers with your keys. Your keys open the arsenal itself. My keys, however, provide access to whatever is inside those vaults. See, when the good Mr. Sellers made the arrangement with us so long ago, he provided part. Everyone consented, knowing full well that not...
I swear to God you'll pay for this.
Swearing to God, are we? Do you know how many people have made that same threat? Did God help them?
Fuck, I don't want to do this, but fuck me, I'm sorry.
Don't do this, Bradley. He wants us to fight like caged animals. We're better than that.
That's goddamn right. I'm going out on my terms. Just promise me you'll reckon with these fucks. I was saving this Mother Darkness for a special occasion. Seems like as good a time as any. See you around, courier.
Poison. So much for an arson.
You should go topside.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep him.
One of them.
What?
I understand you're connected.
Maybe. What of it?
I need to find Zimmer.
I don't know anyone named Zimmer. Even if I did, why would I tell you?
The Fiends found out that the Syndicate is just using them. Things go withoutly.
Hold on! That's a serious accusation. I just want the dope and caps to flow freely, not rampaging fiends. Look, I don't know Zimmer. I never met him. But I know a guy who can tell you. His name's Chase. He's shocked up in Gomorrah. Chase is a heavy hitter. Muscle for the Syndicate. He's got his own room. Here, I'll point it out on your map. In case you're wondering, I don't know you, and you don't know me. Don't speak to me again and never mention my name in this.
Strip families got killed right in his own casino. You know he pissed off the wrong guy.
Gomorrah? Oh.
I'd remember if I had seen you here.
New Vegas.
Since we're going to Gomorrah, let's talk to a certain dude in Vault 21. Also, we'll exhaust dialogue with Sarah so that we can turn in our vault suits that we collected.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Good to see you again.
You know that Mitchell?
Mitch? You mean Molebud? I hadn't... You...
Doing this so that I don't have to go back and forth from Gomorrah again. Well, I mean technically only 2 times, but yeah.
Come on, time to get lucky.
There you go.
Hey, Scram, come bung.
Should have bet we'd kill the Fiend's leader. Luck's about to change. I can feel it.
That Fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Hey, do you mind? Hey. Now, if you have to... What, you think I can just waltz in there and take her away? She's...
You think I could just waltz in there and get her away? I would like to see if that happened. Yeah, I got some snacks. I'll be back in a minute. Back, so the snacks are still hot. I'm not allowed to eat it for a moment. I got a weak throat.
Hey, no one but Omerta's...
Let's finish Carlito's quest first.
Gamora has the loosest slots on the strip.
Well, what do we have here, huh?
Hi, honey. Yeah,
The worst part about this quest, Carlito's quest, is not just because of you having to go back and forth from Gamora to Vault 21, also because of Joanna's very slow walk to her room. I know it's because she doesn't want to arouse suspicion, but this is too slow. But in order to finish the Omerta storyline, we need to talk with Joanna and finish her quest.
Hey, what's...
In order to make this quest even quicker, do not hire the mercenaries that Carlitos asks you to pick up. Since it's not midnight yet, you can just fast travel here and there, and that should be it.
Hey, it's you.
Shoot, Selena. Still 9 PM, so we can go to the Atomic Wrangler to pick those mercenaries up. Because if it's near midnight, do not pick them up. You'll just waste time doing that. This mod that allows the casinos and Vault 21 to be marked on the map is also useful for this quest, so you don't have to go back and forth that way. So, I consider this quest in vanilla without mods to be one of the worst quests in the game because of the going back and forth part.
Hello there. Let me guess. You want to know my... Hello there.
Now go to Gamora, wait till 12 PM, I mean 12 AM. Then talk to Joanna. On the second top, let's wait just for an hour. It'll just take us 5 in-game minutes to just go and get Joanna.
Hey, no one...
Yay, I still have my revolver.
Don't mind trailblazing as long as we got the ammo. And whiskey.
Speed talk it so we don't waste time. So yeah, you see why I hate this quest so much. She takes her time just to go to her room. And if you wait using T, she will just go back here. She waited for you too long.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Now she walks extremely slowly all the way back to the lobby. My lord, this quest. At this rate, it's going to be dawn in any minute. If you wait using T, you'll fail the quest. I tried it once.
The NCR's fortunate to have your support.
The Tops is a real snooze fest. I hope they get some new shows soon. What's up?
I'm on it.
I tell you, Not at Home is gonna have his day. Holy shit, you've been in Lucky 38? You meet the big man in there? I tell you, Not at Home is gonna have his day. Gamora is always open for business.
Come on, people.
They only run if they already reach the outside of the casino.
You've made it. Thanks so much for your help. Well. We had you in the... What mission? All the dough. Kachino... I see, yeah. I don't know how we pulled this off. Without you, we'd have... I take care of my debts. How can I repay you, friend?
No need. Helping you was enough.
Really? You're one of a kind. Okay, friend.
You truly are something else. I have nothing to give you except my thanks. And, well, if I were you, I'd not mess around with the Emeritus anymore. But listen to this. Kachino has said things that make me think there's a big and nasty operation in the works. Something about getting even with Mr. House. Just thought you'd like to know. Okay. I'm getting Carlitos as far away from here as possible. Hope to see you again. Bye.
Spoiler alert, we will never see them again.
Watch out!
Now let's kill the
Hey there, friend.
Hey, no one but a...
I tell you, not at home is gonna have his day.
The easiest way to find Kachino is this. See that girl on the stage? Just talk to her.
You looking for a good time?
And here he goes.
I hear you've been asking questions about me, dickweed. Business.
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with that great arm.
Hello and welcome to Gamora. Yeah.
Third floor. Let's check up on Tony Chase first.
Come in. Make yourself comfortable. There's no stranger. Besides, it'll be nice to have some company. The Omertas, they gave us the whole floor. I wasn't sure if I'd actually get to meet you. I guess it's something of an honor, all things considered. Most of the outfit calls me Tony. Well, Mr. Chase. I know you're the, courier or whatever. What's your real name, pal?
I'm Rune, and I'm the last person you'll ever see if you don't tell me what I want to know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just take it down a notch, alright? We're not making a fucking western here. You may be scaring those pissant raiders and shit kickers in the wasteland. Don't try that bullshit on me. I'm gonna get to the point, kid. What the hell are you doing here? Is this about Zimmer? The loot? Thought we had an agreement.
Zimmer murked himself when he played with my life. I'm nobody's puppet.
That's just fucking dumb. We all answer to somebody, kid. Even Zimmer answers to... Well, he answers to somebody you don't want to meet. It can only end two ways. Either you walk away or you get buried in the fucking desert again. And this time, you don't come back. You've got heart, kid, but that ain't enough. You don't realize what you're up against. You only think you do.
Trust me, I've survived a lot worse than the Syndicate.
Since you won't fucking listen, well, fuck you! Used to be a prize fighter up in Reno, heavyweight, real contender. Got into this job because I could break someone down with my hands. There was always work, because I just knew where to hit a man to make him cry like a little fucking girl and beg for mercy. And that's what I'm gonna do to you. Just when you think it can't get any worse, that's when the real pain's gonna start. No, I won't kill you, but I'm gonna break you into tiny little fucking pieces that can't be put back together. You'll be eating food through a straw and bragging in Freeside sucking cock for cash. That's where you're headed, shit for brains.
Talk is cheap, Tony. Make a move if you're serious.
Yeah. Time for a fight.
I hear you've been making some waves around here.
You again. Where the fuck did you get that? That book. I got no... Find yourself a girl or a guy. Have some fun. Not at home. Must be cozy up there in the Lucky 38.
Who are you? You again. Have you found out anything?
Bosses don't like no trouble in the...
Have you found out anything? Man, thanks for...
Now let's deal with Clandon.
Someone finally put down that sick motor runner son of a bitch. Hey, nice to meet you. Do you need help? Kachin?
Business is good. All the family's got money.
Those fiend junkies over at Vault 3 have been taking some hits. Good to see you again.
Teach you to mess with me.
Hey, what can I do for you?
This is my room now.
Hey, you're the one. We don't want to.
Now you get the fuck out before you get yourself hurt.
Accepted for murdering them.
Did Benny beg before you burned? Hey, thanks for all the hard... This sorry ass.
Now let's finish off the syndicate.
Business is good.
St. Peter's.
Holly, you need to cut out the smoke break.
Might need to. Need a drink.
Easy, courier. No ambuscades down here. Have a seat if you like. We have a lot to talk about. I'm curious as to what brought you here. I've heard so many stories, but please, forgive my fascination. I seldom get to meet a legend. You are really persistent with that facade, aren't you? You know it's nothing special. You are truly a disappointment. Here I was, ready to hold a lengthy conversation with the legendary Courier 6. I even had the boys clean up this place, thinking you might show up. And here you are, and you can't even summon a response. Funny how rumors depart from reality. I had heard you were a loquacious sort. A convenient lie. I'm new to the Mojave, so I've made it a priority to familiarize myself with the history, politics, players. I've been wanting to meet you for some time, really. It's another reason I didn't gas you in that voice. I knew that cowing you would be I was looking forward to this. A worthy opponent. Who would cross the man who killed Courier 6?
I've killed worse than you, Zimmer. You think you're tougher than the judge?
Ha! I heard that story, the judge. So you killed that towering pervert. Good for you. The Honorable Judge Richter, who spent his days frolicking with slave boys, playing Guess What's Under Uncle Touchy's Top Hat. Hardly impressive. Besides, that old pederast was past his prime. Who else? Fiends? Local tough guys? I doubt you broke a sweat. You see, my employer has rewarded my service to the organization. I've done well. It's interesting what people do with wealth. Some invest. Others blow it on booze, pussy, passing pleasure. Me, I buy implants. Not comfortable going in, but so good once they're settled. One of my implants regulates cardiovascular performance, and it's been tweaked for a specific. When I have it activated, it can operate as sort of a fail deadly switch, connected to explosive. Incidentally, I have the loot surrounded by high explosives. If I die, my implant will trigger enough C4 to bury every lick of gold in there. Now, maybe you don't care about the gold, and that's fine. But if you do, then listen closely. I will turn off my implant signal.
With a katana.
If you agree.
The Mojave is a dead end for you. Your only choice is to walk away, leave this life behind you.
You know what would happen to me? My employer would kill my entire family, if I had one. This thing, it's all I've got. I don't have anyone. Maybe I do need to start over. Turn away from it. I can't go back to Reno. Maybe I'll go south. Here, take this. I won't need it where I'm going. Sayonara, courier.
Zimmer has left the Mojave wasteland. You're uncertain if you'll ever encounter him again in your travels. Marco. Who is Kay? $59,000 caps even before I started that money.
You're back. The nociception rate. You're back. All right. That would be the Nemian subdermal armor. It's a bit pricey. It won't... You're back. Oh, all right.
Bradley's dead. The inheritance is complete. All that's left is New Vegas Bounties 3. This takes longer than usual. think I need to restart the game. Yeah, it's not responding. Really? That's something that I can deal with easily. So much for getting locked in, huh? Quick save here, so I don't lose all my progress from before.
Hey, there's the high roller.
Hey, welcome.
This place doesn't look like much, does it? I didn't believe this was Randall's old joint until I checked inside. Shame that it's been left abandoned. That painting is something to see.
I understand you wanted to meet with me.
I figured it was a matter of time before you showed. Rumors spread like the clap in the Mojave. At any rate, you're here in all your glory. The Courier. Do you get tired of that title? It's not very imposing, you know? Maybe that's the beauty of it. Nobody expects to be downed by a messenger. Hey, here's your letter. Oh, and you're dead. Do you pronounce it courier or courier? Probably doesn't matter. Tomato, tomato.
Do you mind telling me what you want?
It's a matter of what I need, actually. My job is to relay a message from my supervisor, a fellow by the name of Marco. See, he's rather upset over his brother's death, and he wants to settle with you in Utah. It's a very long trip. Luckily, I know the way.
What are we waiting for? I also got unfinished business with Marco.
You are tightly wound, you know that? Just relax, hero. You'll get there soon enough. First, you're gonna help me with some business here. There are a few contacts here in the Mojave that I need to sort out on behalf of Marco's business interests. Funny thing is that there's some overlap with your past work. I managed to look through some of Randall's old records in the shack. To his credit, the man kept very meticulous records. He must have been quite the typist. Anyway, if you want to reach Utah, first you'll help me solve problems. Sort of like bounty hunting. Oh, and don't worry, you won't have to kill any women or children. Nothing that might compromise your code. These pretty much have it coming.
I don't have a choice, do I?
That depends. Everybody likes choices in life, so let me varnish my offer so there's an illusion of freedom. You can swallow your pride and help me, which will doubtlessly provide opportunities for enrichment, conversation, and all manner of excitement. Or, you can forgo my offer and fecklessly wander the wastes, wondering how you let a chance at Marco slip through your fingers. I'm sure some people would consider them equally valid choices.
I'll help you.
What a team we'll be. I can't wait. Gotta make a little stop before we meet the first guy. Here's the spot on your map. See you there.
Don't mind trailblazing as long as we got the ammo. And whiskey. And then the fight started.
I had enough of animals attacking me, so yeah.
Ah, you made it. The fiends really know how to make a neighborhood their own, don't they? Speaking of fiends, you remember Eileen, right? Slightly unbalanced gal who liked to sever men's genitalia? Yeah, hard to forget. Way back when you knocked her off, NCR started telling people that it was finally safe to start moving in around here, due to law and order. Well, as you probably know, the fiends were a bit more resilient than they had expected. Oh, and it turns out Eileen wasn't even the worst one. Actually, she kept some of the more savage elements in line with the threat of emasculation. After you disposed of Eileen, a nice gentleman named Troy took over her crew. You see, Troy was a chronic rapist, even worse than old Cook. Not long after the Owen family moved in here. Let's go inside it. You know, if I knew that I caused this, even in a crazy roundabout sort of way, that would just eat me up inside. Sort of awkward now.
Troy and the Fiends did this, not me.
In some circles, that would be called ducking responsibility. Troy was nothing before you killed Eileen. On top of the money, I completely understand killing Eileen, given the habitual severing of penises. In my book, that's right up there with murder. But don't doubt for a second that you set this in motion. You can't kill and walk away no matter what side of the law you think you're on. Nonetheless, we can sit here arguing about rapists and dick cutters, or we can go kill fiends. Never gets old, does it? I'll see you at Troy's.
failures detected.
Gonna six this.
You like that?
Guess who won the lottery?
It's like looking at
Howdy, partner!
Doom mirror.
Howdy, partner! Howdy, partner!
The only melee weapon a cowboy needs. Pew pew.
I just love a quick jaunt through the ruins of a dead city. Makes me feel privileged to be alive. I suppose we should make... One thing, though. Please don't cut out...
Who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing?
What do you need?
Troy. You have been a busy little boy, haven't you? All that robbing and raping going on, yet you can't seem to return messages.
What? Who the fuck? I'm about to light your ass up, cocksucker. You know who I am? I'm gonna smoke you, then fuck you right up the ass.
No, you won't, Troy. Do you know who I work for? Gentleman by the name of Marco. He's very unhappy that you ignored his messages. Not good, Troy.
Marco? He sent you? Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to ignore him. Shit just got fucked up. I was busy and...
Shh, Troy, calm yourself. No point in making a scene. Keep your dignity intact. You could have avoided this with timely correspondence.
Oh, God. He sent you to kill me, didn't he? Please, 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 don't. I'll give you money, girls, anything.
Why does everyone just assume I would want a woman? I do prefer them, but you never know. Doesn't matter. Troy, this is a matter of balance.
I can't go like this! Mama!
Now, would you look at that? Troy, you went and pissed yourself. Would you relax? I'm not going to kill you.
Really? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll do whatever you want. Just tell Marco. I'll do it.
No, I won't kill you, Troy. This bounty hunter will.
Oh, shit, Mama!
Yeah. Bravo, bravo. When Marco told me to bring you, I told him, well, I thought that it was crazy. But you know what? He was right. You're a real killer. Next stop, Freeside. We get to take in the splendor of Vegas's grand cesspool. I'll see you there.
Freeside, huh? Don't tell me the truth.
Hey, what do you need?
If you're wondering, this fine establishment is known as Carl's Candy, with a K. No, Carl's is just one of many brothels in that comely young lady soliciting her services on. See, Charlie's mercenary work provided for his daughter after. Single father with half a penis and a power, though only at the tender age of 16, with few marketable skills. But it doesn't end there. Pretty soon you'll... Coincidentally, I have to deliver. You better lead the way, though.
Shut the...
Do you mind?
What do you need?
Ah, Carl. Tell me, does it make you feel strong when you smack around starving hookers? This is a real man right here.
Ooh, excuse me? You gonna walk into my place and lay down attitude? Motherfucker, I will crack your skull open and shit in it.
As much as I want to be moved by that arresting imagery, I need to get to the point, Carl. Do you remember the arrangement you had with Marco?
Marco? Are you serious? That motherfucker ain't even real. So I took some guy's money and said I'd kick it up to Marco. What of it? It was a scam.
No scam, Carl. You knowingly stole from one of Marco's associates, then went on to denounce the whole affair in public. Bad judgment, my boy.
You can't be serious. I was just joking with some boys in Freeside. Everyone knows Marco is real. Right? Oh, fuck. Holy shit, man.
No joke.
I'm out!
We'll make it quick. If not, it's really up to the discretion of my associate. And that's how it's done, partner. You showed patience, but didn't. Just one more stop, and then we can begin the great trek.
Quickly. First, I rebound, and I roll for fight. Hope this is worth it. Working for Marco indirectly. I hope this isn't a trap.
This fine residence is the home of Dana Quigley. Though an inveterate womanizer and a madman, Ranger Quigley still sent... When his mischief caught up with him, on the verge of starvation, in exchange for a hefty sum, he would seize Mrs. While the initial windfall taught, already maddened with regret over her daughter's fate, the dilemmas of the wasteland.
Can I help you?
I wonder how your neighbors would feel about you selling your daughter to slavery.
How did you know? I never told anyone, not ever. Please, 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 you can't tell anyone. You must understand.
Wait, what? I lost karma for that? For now.
Thank you. Please, please don't
Oh,
tell anyone.
wow. You actually surprised me that. I'd ask if you feel responsible. I don't like to issue. We've got a date with some fancy Legion.
One.
Hi.
This nice little cavern is the temporary home of one Marcus Scribonius Libo. Unbeknownst to his comrades, Drusus has been engaged. Lining your pockets is a capital offense in Kaiser's Legion, along with everything else. Recently, Drusus has had second thoughts.
Who dares intrude in my quarters? Name
Marcus
yourselves.
Scribonius Libo Drusus.
Not a polite reception, I must say. Is the hammer necessary? I think you're making my friend nervous.
By Mars, if you don't identify yourself, I'll bludgeon you and that other renegade into a bloody pulp.
I go by Virgil, but that's not really germane to the discussion. See, Drusus, I answer to a certain Marco. You might have heard of him.
You listen, profligate. I am done dealing with Marco or his lackeys. I do not answer to lawless scum.
Scum. That's harsh, Drusus. Harsh. You might not deign to speak with us now, but I seem to recall you happy to accept our captives a few months ago.
I can't. The speculators are investigating. If they know I dealt with you, I'll be scourged and crucified like a low criminal.
But you are a criminal. You should have embraced it. Believe me, life is so much simpler and fulfilling. Better than all this stilted soldiering.
I will never yield. I am mighty. I am invincible. I am...
Requiescat in pace,
Requiescat in
Drusus.
pace.
He couldn't accept the change rendered by his choices. Now, where have I heard that before? If you're poised to lose some witty retort or just good old-fashioned vitriol, my business here is settled, so I must depart for Frosto. Oh, and please leave any accompany... Yes?
Where'd you get the Pip-Boy?
It was given to me when I came of age. The targeting alone has saved my skin more. Yes, this Pip-Boy... Do you find that remarkable? Most people have rather strong assumptions about vault dwellers. Some of them never adapt to the outside, but me... I escaped through literature and comic books. I could paint grand vistas in my mind. My father hated his lot in the vault. He drank a lot, beat me and my brother when things boiled over. Overseer, Dad had plans for me. Maintenance and repair in the vault. When I was 13, the water chip gave out, so we had to make contact with the outside. I wanted to leave with the scout. I planned on sneaking out with my kid brother. Couldn't leave him. I ended up in the infirmary. Dad wound up in his cell. Didn't last, though. Overseer released him the next... You see, I found that life is a series of epiphanies. Some are minute, others hit you like a freight train. I realized that the rules would always work against me in my dreams. Somebody with money or power pulls the string. It was that realization that finally pushed me over the edge. Or made my balls drop. One night, he cried like a little girl, apologized and confessed till he was hoarse. My stepmom stayed out of it. She was a timid soul. I told them that me and my brother were leaving, and that they shouldn't bother trying to find us. Dad just sobbed and nodded. There was a skeleton crew guarding the entrance, so we slipped out before they found Dad. Don't know what became of him. Knowing what I know now, I only wish they'd finished that bastard off. He was a waste of life. We left at night, but it was still disconcerting at first, seeing we adjusted soon enough, just kept walking east. You see, back east there aren't all these nations like you have here. I wish I could tell you we found a town and everything worked. Dickie ran a roaming band who would... I thought I had taken some harsh beat. It only bothered me when they hit my brother, though. I despised Dickie not because of his cruelty, but because... Dad may have been an abusive cretin, but at least he imparted some mechanical know-how. We ran until our blood burned and our bare feet bled. In that moment, I knew we wouldn't make it. Dickie and his crew were too fast. He made it. I didn't. If I'd known... Yes? Yeah, there's no way I'm hauling that riffraff.
So glad you iced that.
Never been a big fan of...
Looks like I have to kill Mr. House then.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
It's just business.
If personal gain, what you sought, should have done as asked.
Time for you to die, Mr. Host.
May there be a hell for you, a Tartarus, bleak, unending.
A man chooses a slave-based. The fact I did this just so that I can access my suite is just, yeah.
Yes? Only 200.
Call it New Vegas. New Vegas Bounty Street.
It's a nice long walk to Frostville, so pay attention and you might learn something. Over the years, travelers have told stories of a man in black, the most dangerous killer alive, from somewhere far to the east. For you, he was merely a name, Marco. He would have remained just that, if not for a chain of events after you emerged from the grave. You squared off with the Mojave's worst, and prevailed. Some began to speak of you as a living legend of the wasteland. None of this would have mattered until you met a man named Sergio, and killed him. Then you had Marco's full attention. When he heard about his brother's death, he sent me to find you, to bring you to him, so that you could settle this. Now there will be a grim meeting between you and the man in black, after which, only one legend will endure.
I wonder what this place would look like.
Well, we made it. Don't you love that clean mountain air? Breathe it in, savor it. Do you have anything you want me to relay to Marco?
Tell him I packed this pistol and I'll be using him to send him to hell.
Nice. Is that an old pre-war Remington? If you're going to get killed by something, that would be a good choice. Take care, Courier.
Well, hellfire if it isn't my old protege. Come up all the way from the Mojave Wasteland. How the hell are you?
You're alive? I thought they buried you in the desert.
Didn't you get the letter? Damn, I paid that courier extra, and he still couldn't get it done. As you can see, I ain't dead. Well, not entirely.
It's good to see you too. I had few delays, but I got here just the same.
Yeah, I reckon so. We got a lot of catching up to do, but here's a spot on your map.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the strip. Must have delivered more than just mail.
Hey there.
What do you want, shitbird?
Say bleep bird one more time and I'll end you.
Fuck, okay, goddamn psycho. Didn't mean anything by it. Christ. You need something, Chief?
I only have one question. I'm just joshing you, partner. Had to ask. For old times. I heard about you taking down Judge Richter, Red Bear, and Sergio. I know you might have a lot of different reasons for coming here. My goal is to find Marco and kill the son of a bitch, plain and simple. We even got the NCO. Truth is that we're in a tight spot here. When Marco came to Frosty, I'm talking about the hardest, meanest vermin west of the Mississippi. It's gonna be sorta like what we did back in Vegas, except this time, we finish it together. Marco has nowhere else to run now. It's gonna be tough, partner, and downright bloody. You let me know when you're ready to start. I'll get you on track. I'd tell you not to distract me with questions, but if you're curious, ask away. So long. I got to tell you, I'm down. Good. Now squash that bullshit. The first is Garza, a Mexican sharpshooter. Word is that he's in Buxton. It's a crazy man with... Garza is reportedly crazy bitches feed him. Then again, maybe Garza... Oh,
Heard of you. Some kind of hot chef in my... Not that I'm worried. Can't think... Oh, aren't
Well, that's it then for today. The game infinite load again. Well, I'm ending the stream here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next part. Thank you guys for watching.